lovely nation.
Xbox, PlayStations, Nintendos, and the library doesn't exactly sound like a natural fit, but the Young Adult Library of the National Library held several sessions over the past month using video games as a means of not only attracting youngsters to the library, but helping them learn as well. Peter Christopher has more.
When you think about the library, you think about books, silence, and study. But over the past month at the National Library, this became a familiar scene as a series of video game tournaments were held in the Young Adult Library. It was a part of an 8-day program spread over the month, which used these video games, which have often been labeled as mindless entertainment by some, as a resource for learning. Kwesi Charles of Funables Entertainment approached the library with the idea.
Games are actually used as part of education. How do you help children think via play? So that's what we took them through for the first 3 sessions. We looked at gaming careers, alternative careers using gaming, how do you use the game as a matter of strategy, and also we took them through the business of gaming and how do you go through the process of developing a game.
The Young Adult Library was open to their approach as they saw an opportunity to engage the younger generation via video games. Librarian Jesse Bernard admitted that the traditional draw of libraries had been on the wane for that generation.
Because we've realized that in order to attract our teenagers' attention, they like video games. They want to play video games. And books really and truly don't really appeal to them anymore. They're more about the whole visual aspect of seeing something in front of them. So when Mr. Charles approached us with the gaming tournament, we were like, yeah, cool. At least we will get an audience and the teenagers will be especially excited about playing video games.
And while some have seen video games as the natural enemy of reading and books, Ms. Bernard says the opposite is true, as the mythologies of various games often coerce their gamers to do further research in books.
When you pull their attention in one format, eventually when you introduce them to the whole concept of books, they will more want to go towards the books.
As for the participants, the exercise saw them learn levels of teamwork, as many of them came from situations where they would play by themselves. Being placed in teams in tournaments encouraged them to work together, as well as learn other lessons along the way, disproving the commonly held belief that games are detrimental to young minds.
This program here, it shows completely what those people said is not true. It is not really true. Games, it's a form of entertainment, it's a form of learning. It teaches you concentration. It shows you how to follow instructions. And most importantly, it shows you cooperation.
The program also placed emphasis on the careers that could stem from gaming, including game design and becoming a professional e-sport player. Peter Christopher, C News.